Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Tales of Arise. This is episode 33, I believe. And we just had a bunch of shit happen. Really cool fight with Almadria and her dragon. That was fun. And then some what a twist moments. Alphen's mask came off. He has a special eye. He had a flash of a bunch of memories, which didn't confirm anything, but I still have my suspicions that Alphen is secretly a Renin, or like a Renin Lord, or something like that. But now I think he actually might have been the previous ruler, like the actual sovereign, because the bad guy called him the sovereign, and also now Alphen can feel pain, which means he's broken Shion's heart, and now I'm sad again. So let's keep going. Oh, also we got dragged down into the depths of the ocean, so yay! Until then, you're to calm your mind and await further instructions. All right, we get the backstory arc. Gotcha. Now we're gonna get. This is what I've been waiting for, by the way, in this game. I've been waiting for the game to kind of like crack open and for us to like get the real understanding of what's going on with the Renins and Lenegris and Alphen and everything else. And Shion, etc.
Walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Walk the block. She's now placed back in her personal hell of being alone and unable to. And that, oh, yeah, right. Well, not quite true. She's not back in her personal hell of being alone and unable to interact with anyone, because home dude Volrun was hanging on to her without any issues. So now Volrun is special boy. Volrun doesn't count. Oh, I guess. Well, fair. Astral energy charging almost complete. Look at us. We have no menu controls. We can still jump, though. Nice. Can't you Danins figure out where to go? Oh, okay. My thoughts are immediately being turned against me because apparently Alphen is a Danon. Brendan, well, I don't know. The maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony's in progress. Want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here, 1273. Interesting. I like how much I'm flip-flopping. Look, I will take any opportunity to be like, oh, nope, oh, nope, oh, nope. I like the scientific method, right? I'll have a hypothesis. As soon as new evidence is introduced to the contrary of that hypothesis, I will immediately start making a new hypothesis. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony, after all. What does that mean? But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. What does that mean? Okay. I'm actually reinvested in the story. It's been a while, by the way, since I've been invested in the story. Is this the test subject, ma'am? Wow, it's just like us. The outside, maybe. Inside, it's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier. No, ma'am. No touching the test subject. Great. Great. Okay. He hasn't come home lately, so I decided to come. Fair, I hope you work soon. Interesting. Looking at the statistics, the subject's biological sex appears to have almost no bearing on the rate of success or failure. Oh. Don't know who got it in their head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Okay. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Rude much? Canon test subject as our sovereign, eh? Expect you to carry out your function without falling apart like the others. Convoluted shit is happening. Another one bites the dust. Remember, 1273, you're our only success story. Not let our hard work and research be wasted. I gotta know what the fuck is going on. You, 1273, or should I say sovereign? Don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at the...
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
You big man. Who is this? Hi, Malfin. Finally happening, huh? Yes, we need to change into our outfits and meet in front of the transference device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. Sorry, you got dragged into all of this. Fault. Let's just do what we have to and get this thing over with. Right. Going on!
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Okay. Some core? I get the feeling that things aren't proceeding as they're supposed to. Oh, shit. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's not what was supposed to happen.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Is she the bad guy?
Please. Wait, I
have so many questions. I have so many questions!
What was that?
What's going on? Open that eye and have that thing be right there.
That... How long ago was that?
That was 300 years ago. He's a time traveler.
That's right. Shion.
Is he feeling pain?
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like.
Oh my god.
So much for it all being a bad dream.
Unfortunate. My friend.
Where am I? Where is everyone?
They died. They were all swallowed by the ocean. Everything that we once known is now gone. Oh, fuck.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Well then. All right. Your party is disbanded. A. Fucking A. Alright. That's a pretty cool image. I do like the blue. Oh, it took my jump button away. And my run button. Now that I can feel pain, I can neither run nor jump. Okay.
Naori. Shion.
I still need
I
to know and understand who Naori is. We didn't get a lot of answers to questions there. Ooh. I was expecting someone to like jump in and help, but
Strike! Dragon Swarm! Take this! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Be still! I'm not done! Rising Falcon! Swallow Blade! Here I come! Ha! Dragon Swarm! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Hut, hut, hut. Ha, ha. Dragon Swarm! Hut, hut. Swallow Blade! Ha. I'm not done! Swallow Blade! Hut. Slash! Take this! No escape! This one's all mine! Dazzle! Ha. No escape! Hut. Swallow Blade! Take this!
oh, I didn't know what he was doing.
Swallow Blade! I'm not done! Dazzle! Take this!
I know what he's doing with that.
You're mine! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Not a chance! Eat dirt!
Oh, my break is weak sauce now.
I'm not done! Start up! Here I come! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle!
Very sad.
Here I come! No escape! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! You're mine! No escape! Rising... Hut. Slash! Dragon Swarm! Take this! Strike! You're finished! Rising Falcon! Slash! Swallow Blade! Hut. Slash! Swallow Blade! Hut. Swallow Blade! Ha! 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 Dragon Swarm! It's over! Be still! Rising Falcon! It's on!
That was excruciating. And he looks like it too, right? Like he's over here like, oh god, how did I do this without...
Alvin?
while feeling pain and having no allies. Hey!
What happened
Renwell and
just now?
Dohling didn't just kill themselves.
Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one
People
still
feel like
missing.
this all the time,
There's
right?
a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
And Shion is
Renwell,
gone.
where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Yeah, how are we gonna fight that dude? He kicked our ass.
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Man, Alphen is
Are you
really
sure you're
thrown off
doing
his
okay?
game.
You seem a little off.
Yeah. A little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
He's losing it. Ay, ay, ay. Rinwell, retired Avenger. Nice. Holy Lance. Drops a Spear of Light onto the enemy's head. That sounds awesome. Increase down damage, reduce count. Ooh. Are you awake now, Oni? He says, yes, father. Sounds interesting. I want to try that.
I think Hoodle senses.
Riddle senses people nearby. Cool. Void Flash.
An owl around here.
I don't know why I can't run. Alright. I was just checking to see if the owl was back here. Because, you know. What's wrong, Odie Bodie? It hurts my feetsies? Fuck off. He feels pain for the first time. He's not, you know, just insta-dying. You guys are just continuously electrocuting the ground over there. Ooh. Hello. Hello. Hey guys.
Little help!
You're mine! Eat dirt!
Dance in the
Swallow
wind!
blade! Dragon
Is
swarm!
it hot? Just back it out again!
Tempest! I'll grind you into dust!
Lightning orb!
You're mine!
More where that came from!
Dragon swarm!
Radiant light! Force of
Dance in the
regeneration!
wind! In here!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Dragon swarm!
Oh, I don't think I can.
Penumbra!
I don't think I can fucking use my thing.
You're mine!
Too much to handle!
I'm ready! Don't leave! In an instant! Impact claw! My turn! No escape! You're mine! No escape! This one's all mine!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
You picked the wrong fight!
I don't think I can do my mystic art right now.
Astral energy!
I'm not done! I'm ready! Dragon swarm!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
That's kind of
Speaking of
unfuck.
Thistlem, it's populated by Danons, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh?
Sure.
The whole town was
Alphen's
built by
just
Danon defectors,
Out of it.
escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal
Walls.
seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah,
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
Hey!
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Hey! The what? Oh. Really? I had to just come over here from this direction? Gotcha. The right eye patch. Item Professor. Wow. I wasn't necessarily expecting that anytime soon. Item Professor's like 80% of the items or whatever obtainable. How close to the end of the game am I?
You're saying we
Pretty close.
should check the Owl Forest?
Wow. Somewhat unexpected.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought
I
we
mean,
were done
technically
for.
you are in league
Guess
with the
the world
Lord.
just couldn't keep us
Because you
apart.
are a Lord.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Shion.
Yeah, Alphen, that's what we want to do, right?
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
Oh, shit.
I got my memory back.
Every jaw just goes. Like, slide opening, like, yeah? Good. Doesn't sound good. Alright, hit us with the deets.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
Oop, I hit my own thing. Here, Odie.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Odie.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
I need
You mean to say you won the crown contest?
understanding
As a
on
Danon?
this. See, there,
No.
yeah,
They kept me locked in a strange facility,
there's something else. There's a missing
experimented on
piece of
me.
the puzzle
like I was nothing more than an animal.
here.
There were others,
The
but
the question of like the whole
Only I
crown
survived.
contest.
of course I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave.
They treated you worse than the lowest
The only
slave.
reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been
I would
that
say
of
you're
the
about
Sovereign.
halfway through the game, honestly.
It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the blazing sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the
Here we go.
Sovereign entail?
Yeah, give me them deets.
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So that's the
So
missing
if
piece of
what
the
you're
puzzle.
saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
Booty booty.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm
All
really
I know
kind of
is
feeling
it
the
was
the
Naori. She's the
time
one who put the
vibe
mask
now.
on me.
Like,
The mask? But why?
is
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
no, I just murdered a bunch
Perhaps
of people.
it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegus was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths
And
I
in
caused that day.
true
Certainly
freaking
more than any of these lords
storytelling
can claim,
fashion.
sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegus.
I'm telling you, ancient
nearly
scripture.
destroying it. The
Uh-huh.
restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
Like 300
It
years?
predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
I called the time
But
traveling.
that'd make Alphen...
Huh? Huh? Oh no. Oh no, not the crazy laugh.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
He's not taking this well. He's not
Deep
taking this
down,
well at
maybe
all.
I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind.
It didn't slip your mind. You
And
literally
I
had a
finally
thing put on your...
remember. Turns out I'm so old, I've got scripture written about me.
Oh. He is really not taking this well.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop!
300 years of lords? I
Honestly,
think not, my man.
I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Thank you, Kisara. Take a day, sleep it off, talk about it in the morning.
Sarah.
Thanks, Mom. Right? Absolutely. Absolutely correct.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
Dude needs to get drunk.
What
You
about
just need a
Shion?
reset button.
You can't just...
Just need
I'm
a
worried
solid
about
reset
Shion
button.
too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight.
Turn up.
This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Mom just grounded us. Absolutely. Okay. So we have new questions, but we do have some answers.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Answer 1 being Alphen's, time traveler man. Well, maybe not time traveler man, but, came from a different era man. But now we have questions of, like, what was the sovereign program that they were doing? What were they trying to accomplish, right? And is it the same thing that they are now doing with the
Do
lords?
I even have the right to fight?
Right? So,
Do I have
and
the right to go to Shion's rescue?
and
What
what
do the
part
others think?
does Shion play in all of this? So we have gained a few answers, but we've also gained more questions. So, yeah. Cool. Cows! I like cows. Oh, some of the sailors actually survived. Oh. Alright, Dohalim, what's up?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me.
Yeah,
Though,
Alphen's
there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand.
tone is just
Every new piece of
way
information seems only to yield
unhappier.
further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started.
Thank you, Dohalim.
I am well
I
aware
agree.
of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place?
Right?
And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then?
This is why
Listen,
Dohalim might be my
I may
favorite
be a
character,
traitor
because
among my
they
people,
write
but
him as if my
I am
mind
still
is
Renan,
doing the
born
exact
and
same things here.
raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself.
Ah.
And you never
Definitely isn't a
participated
yes man,
in a
yeah.
crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If
That's
I may
a
be frank,
good question.
we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, We need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Hey,
Please, no
there's our
thanks are
good old
necessary.
Alphen back
The
again.
quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Alright, 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 alright. Stuff in the water. Give me the fish. Odie, you touch the fish? Odie touched the nothing. He's asleep. Super sleepy. Yeah. All right, Runwell, what you got
All
for
this
us?
time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
What?
I guess all of us are.
Oh, is that what
One
we're
way or another.
interpreting this as? Is
Yeah,
loneliness?
but you've only just found out. I mean,
don't know about that.
No, not
But
found
now
out.
Doe is going to be my
Remember.
dedicated healer for a bit? Well,
To tell you the
yeah.
truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place.
Right?
Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What
Ruh-roh.
about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically,
Okay,
I expect the people will be
so-
long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least.
So he was
Family.
alive when
My
it
friends.
wasn't before the
Yeah.
Renan invasion.
I know
It was
how
he
that
was
feels.
abducted as part
I
of the
have no
Renan
home to
invasion.
return to either. No family
Okay.
waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys.
Odie's
that's for
like,
sure.
no, Papa.
Have you learned to
Give me
embrace your
Papa.
powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right?
Right?
I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew.
That's not
I
true,
feel
sir.
like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
That's a bit of odd
You
phrasing.
couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Look, I gotta
Yeah,
get
you're right.
permission from Mama
Let's get
Kasara
going.
before we can. Don't tell Mom. Mama Kisara.
What do you see out there?
Zoogles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up.
We take care of that.
So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that,
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the maiden. Neither
So
of us
she
asked for
was
the
a
power
Renan.
or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then,
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years?
It's so crazy
How
though,
do I
like,
even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty,
I've
you
got so
don't.
many questions.
you
Like,
can't atone for
if
what's
he did
happened
so
in the
much
past.
damage that it was
I don't
written
think
about as
anyone
like a
can.
calamity in ancient
Be it several
scriptures,
centuries ago, or just
right?
yesterday.
Like, then how did
What are you
Rena
saying?
have the
Then I
power
might as
to
well give up?
I'm
hold
saying you
on
don't
to
have
the
to be a
Danon
white knight in
conquest?
shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would
Keep
go
going.
as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them.
They never do approximate the death toll from
Left
the
to my
calamity.
own devices.
Gotcha.
who
You're out.
knows
Have a
when I
good
would
one.
have been
Thanks
able
for
to pick
stopping
myself up.
by.
Besides, it's not like
See you
killing all
next
those
time.
people was a choice that you made of your own free will.
But I doubt it was somehow
right?
more than 300 years of slavery.
truly
yeah.
terrible
Well,
ones are the
true,
people who
sure, but
abducted
like,
you.
so the concept
The
that
ones
I'm,
who forced
yeah.
you to wield that power. They're the ones you should
if
be
the
blaming.
Renans attacked
Not
the
only
Danons
that, but
and
that
they
guilt
won,
you feel inside,
right?
that's all
they
the proof
conquered
you
them,
need to know you're a
but then they
good
also had this
person,
big
Alphen.
calamity.
Do you understand?
It doesn't make sense that the.
If I'm
I guess
still
maybe
allowed
if they
to
had
fight and
beaten the
keep on
Danons
living,
so badly that
then
the
damn
Danons
it,
just
Alphen,
didn't have
so
the
the hell are
ability to
you.
rise up at that point in time. It just feels
But
weird.
If you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
What have you been fighting for? Chickens! Chick, 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 chick. No, absolutely not. You think mountains shield you from the eyes of the space invaders? I don't think so. They probably know you're here, and they just don't give that much of a shit. Fucking weird horse mouth. Marshlands, waterfall, and forest. Let's go, like, spar with Law up here. Hey, Law, this is a great place for us to, like, come to fisticuffs. Spoken owl. I just found an owl without Rinwell. Suck it, Rinwell. Who needs you?
Alfred,
All right, Lol.
are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
All of the characters
It's
are
about
written
Naori, isn't it?
so understanding.
Look, you're still here, aren't you?
Generally
Who's to
speaking,
say this
right?
chick
Each
isn't
of them
alive
has
and
their kind of
kicking out there
like
somewhere too?
moment, but all the rest of the time they're just super
Fine,
understanding.
I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Ooh. Hit him where
I'm
it hurts,
serious.
Law.
What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes.
That's what I was waiting
Now,
for.
I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Round
Yeah.
one, fight.
I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey,
You got
don't
20
even
minutes.
mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen.
Let's fucking go.
I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Now jump. Oh, that would have been so nice. Been so nice to just jump. Hey. Nice. Left beef, please.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Was just with you.
Zubals, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you
Oh.
fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
Let's fucking go.
I'm up for it.
All right.
Really?
Let's do this.
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Actually, no. They're saying we can take
Alphen,
care of this now.
Right! Great to have you back!
If you are not
Now
ready.
let's do this!
They were actually saying very explicitly, not it's now or never. Hey! Bumbling fighter extraordinaire. Inferno punch. Yeah. something? We don't even have the easier over limit on him. Let's pick up the easier over limit, considering fucking this goes ham.
Look sharp. People, if we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Let's go. I'm ready to fight. Ooh. Ooh.
Remember,
Hey, Big Mad.
if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come.
Oh, shit. There's quite a few of them.
We can't let even a single one through.
There's a firm no-doodle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Swallow blade!
Everlasting dark.
I don't even natural.
Swallow blade! You're mine!
More for the dead.
Rending you apart. Hurricane!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Swallow blade!
Can't get out of this. Talon Hurricane!
You're mine!
Eagle Dive!
Strike!
I'll tear you apart!
Swallow blade! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw! Now! Take this!
Raging
It's
heaven.
over! Swallow blade!
You apart.
Resonate
with the earth. Still
Take this! No escape! Be still! Strike! Strike!
Too much to handle?
This armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
I'll be saving this one.
That frickin' does it!
Uplift!
Eat dirt!
I'm on it!
Oh. Oh.
Eat this!
Slice! My turn!
Seal.
You're mine!
Allow me to
I'm
help
not
More
done!
for the stockpile.
Strike!
you. Allow me to help you.
Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm!
Begin!
Tempest blow.
Taking pile driver!
Celestial.
I'm ready!
Very true.
Now I'm in.
He probably does not need it, but that's besides the point.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
There we go. Taunt him over a Dohalim. I like it.
I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought.
And before the coming
Not
scenario
anymore.
where I'm crossing my fingers. I'm calling it right now, but
Since
I'm
I
crossing my
awakened,
fingers.
I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like
Oh yeah,
I'm
he
worth something.
gets over it real quick. I've been talking about this the whole game though, man. Everyone is written to be way
And I won't
understanding.
lose that.
to come to grips with things, have clear-cut
I'll protect those bones
conversations,
with everything I
have
have.
their brief moments, and
That's
then go,
what I
okay,
need to
nope,
keep
you're right,
fighting.
you're right, you know.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
He already said
Certainly
the word.
no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the
Pelegion.
villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
All right, here's my guess. I'm locking it in now. The next time, I don't know if it's gonna be the next time, but I think it's gonna be the next time. And if it isn't, I think it's gonna happen regardless. But I'm gonna try to lock it in for the next time. Is that the next time Alphen and Xion meet and they get the opportunity, right? Because they might see each other from afar or something like that, or whatever, and not get the opportunity. But the next time they meet and get the opportunity to, Alphen is going to, like, there's going to be connection, and Alphen is going to feel pain, but push through it anyways in an effort to signify something to Xion. Anyways. Okay, so we just got... Oh, we just finally did all of the breaks. It took us that long to do the breaks. I do not use Law's stuff enough. Increased boost from enemy downs. Reduced awakening requirements. More reduced awakening requirements. Easier awakening over limit. Why is it so easy for him to do over-limit stuff? Alright, that is going to be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.